What's up, everybody? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to it. It is a Monday right here on Ekse. Thank you so much for choosing us as your source of entertainment from 4 p.m. taking you straight to 5 p.m. on channel 263 on your DSTV and free-to-air channel, channel 32. We will be there. You are going with myself, Kuhle Adams. I am not riding solo. I am with Nqobile. As she would say, this is the ladies' lounge. How are you doing?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm good.
This is the ladies' lounge, and your lady N just hit the studio. So glad and so happy to be starting the week with you guys. I mean, it's Monday Blues right here on Ekse. So make sure you tell your friends to tell their friends to tune in on the best and hottest show in Mzansi.
Most definitely. And do tell your friends to hit us up on our social media. On Facebook, we are Ekse CTV. And on Twitter, we are Ekse Live. Let us know what's been happening this past weekend. We know so much has been happening. So much has been buzzing up my social feeds. But something that I need to remind you about is the water crisis in Cape Town. We are encouraged to use not more than 10 liters a day.
10 liters?
Yes, otherwise the water in the dams will not last us until the end of the year. So if we do keep by this, maybe it might take us to September.
But I think also people need to really take this seriously, the water crisis very seriously. I think people are not taking it very seriously. Please, people, save water. Our country and our Cape Town is in a crisis. But of course, on another weekend, in Khayelitsha, so the councillor told people, there's an open site in Khayelitsha, told people to go and build their houses there. It is their land. Yes. This is what people did. At night, people
to mark their plots.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you. And Masbala the next day just chopped everything off, that this is not their land. I mean, I think it also raises a question of who has access to land?
Who has access to the land? It definitely does raise the land question. Hashtag bring back the land. Hey. Let us know what you think about what Nqobile has said. But also know there's something else that you are very excited about.
People know that I love Beyonce. I love Beyonce. So Queen B had her baby shower this past weekend, and her theme was everything African. She was so beautiful. I mean, it was very beautiful. I mean, who can rock, like a pregnant woman can just show her belly like that? Only Beyonce
and just roam the streets with a pregnant baby.
Only Beyonce can do that.
I know a lot of people on Twitter were slightly annoyed because she's rocking these African themes in her parties, but refuses to tour Africa. So Beyonce, when are you coming to Africa? We are waiting for you. But definitely something else, though. I know for a fact that we have a crazy lineup for you guys today. What do you have for us?
So we have Rheebongs, our homeboy Rheebongs, right here in the studio. And he just finished his Joburg tour, and he'll be giving us a stellar performance right here in studio. Make sure you don't miss that.
And most definitely, man. And later on, we chat about the Encounters Film Festival. And we have Lucy Witts, who's going to be chatting about the Dragans Lier, her documentary a little bit later. I'm not going to give out a lot. We're going to turn up a little bit.
But also joining us in studio, we have Bulelani all the way from the Young Community Shapers. So make sure you don't miss that, because today's show will be epic. But right by now, we have to start the show with your favorite, gossip. Gossip. So here's what's trending.
Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're just in time for training news. What's been training, what's been making rounds on social media,
on the land of
my diva. Yes, what do you have for us?
Okay, so actress and television personality Jessica Nkosi has left the soapy that made her a household name, Isibaya. Jessica shot her last scenes not too long ago, so we won't be seeing Queen Kondi in a while. Oh, that's sad. Even though Jessica has left Isibaya, the good news is that it's not for good. Jessica is just taking a break from the show to focus on other projects. Jessica has just started a new gig as co-host on entertainment variety show BET A-List. But I know she's not the only co-host that will be leaving Isibaya. Also, they'll be joining her on the BET A-List. Nomzamo Mbatha also will be joining her on BET A-List.
Really?
Yes.
I know currently Jessica Nkosi is working with Unandi Madida, and I've seen that they're doing amazing.
They actually announced it on BET Africa that Nomzamo Mbatha and Jessica Nkosi will be co-hosting.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's beautiful as well. Beautiful women doing big things. Moving on, though, comedian Kumba is one of the many South African celebrities that have charity drives to give back to their communities. He recently opened up about why he chose to focus on giving wheelchairs as his way of giving back to his community. Kumba said growing up in Tembisa, there are a lot of places he could have chosen to help, but helping the disabled and elderly seemed like a path less traveled. I could have joined the sanitary towels movement or bursaries. They are important, but there are already a lot of people helping there. A wheelchair cost a minimum of 4,200 Rand. And where I come from, that is a lot of money.
That's what I said.
It definitely is a lot of money.
But, well...
Kudos to him, man, for following such a less traveled or not so popular path.
Yeah. But also talking about South African actresses, after cementing her place as an actress and TV presenter, Khanyi Mkangisa plans to take the airwaves by storm with a new radio gig. It seems there is just no stopping Khanya, who is currently owning her throne as a presenter on Selima Tunzi and is rocking her roles on Isidingo and ETV drama Harvest. Known as one of Zanzi's It Girls, Khanya has also scored a gig on YFM and is set to take her career to a whole new level. Speaking on it, Khanya said that she always had an interest in radio, but because of her hectic TV commitments, she didn't really have the time to venture into it, but now is finally able to. I mean, the girl is doing a lot of things.
She is definitely doing
a lot of things.
And I'm loving her. Absolutely loving her, and I'm here for all of her flourishment. Okay, just quickly, popular British star Daniel Radcliffe will star in an anti-apartheid film based on Tim Jenkins' account of his dramatic escape from the notorious Pretoria maximum security prison in 1979. The 27-year-old Harry Potter star will head to Mzansi in 2018 to begin film of the movie, which is based in Tim's autobiography, Inside Out, Escape from Pretoria Prison. The breakout thriller tells the story of how Tim escaped one of the maximum prisons in South Africa using a device made from a broom handle and a mirror he had hidden in his cell.
Whoa.
That is vision on another level.
But I just loved Harry Potter. Like, I grew up, my cousin and I were obsessed about Harry Potter. If this is what one wants to do, then I can't say. I mean, he's the best.
Do your thing. He definitely is the best, and we are looking forward to this film right here. Make sure to stick around, because after the break, we are turning up a little bit right here in studio. Make sure to stay right here on Ekse after this. Fresh from his Joburg tour, we are joined today by Rheebongs right here in studio today. Duff, do stand up because you are well represented here in studio today. We are joined by Rheebongs, and he's going to be giving us a little something of what he does right now. But make sure to stay around, because we're going to chat to him a little bit more and get to know him a little bit better and his music. But for right now, though, Rheebongs, please do what you know best.
Hey. Hey, Rheebongs. Hey, where? Jump to this. Hey, where? Jump to this. And if you ain't on your Nqobile, it's a child of Batula. Sure, now I'm a taking it, hey. Jam to this, hey. And if you ain't on your Nqobile, it's a child of Batula. Sure, now I'm a taking it. You wanna hang with G's and jump to this in Fana. The man, the streets, who can't he when you dance like this, so sharp and easy, Mara. Your blend you see, so you pen like this, like Walla. Look down, no doubt, Nqobile sana, plus I heard him take my outer popular yana. She gotta know that it's popular fana, and it wanna you can put in all the formula lana. Ungwanu ya move and I'm told I squeezer. Look down here, Susa, born like a chiga. You bad guy, Fusa, born like a piga. Bakole Sakruva. Ananda who's in this club? Man, I sweet English, I'm blind, I ain't pushing my luck. Now, since in Humber now, who's a cruiser the dark? What you put in Humber now, we'll let you put in the class so we can jam to this, hey. And if you ain't on your Nqobile, it's a child of Batula. Sure, now I'm taking it. Jam to this, hey. And if you ain't on your Nqobile, it's a child of Batula. Sure, now I'm taking it. Jam to this, hey. And if you ain't on your Nqobile, it's a child of Batula. Sure, now I'm taking it. Hey. Hey, and if you ain't on your Nqobile, it's a child of Batula. Sure, now I'm taking it. It's a gangster's party, then some Ghani. If you're gangster's party, so when's a coffee? so zenza mnandi, so flexa nathi, fresh la smile, you got me hypnotized, oh, signalize, feast your eyes, show, za keep a blind, I'll check your line, bade bambi chick, they wanna, they find, gaba, busy store, nak she's in yama, when the seller go show stop, but she's in mama, as kiss to one, I wanna kiss you, son, and I'm the phone as much as you do, I'm a freak to nana, I see ya, no matter what you wanna connect, call it out, bamboo, and relax, when there's a bunch of for my poop on the Alex, there's a stubborn run of my food on the Alex. Hey, and if you're not, you're the God, there's a child of Pansula. So, now I'm taking it, hey, shame to thee. And if you're not, you're the God, there's a child of Pansula. So, now I'm taking it, shame to this, hey. And if you're not, you're the God, there's a child of Pansula. So, now I'm taking it. Rheebongs. Ilogish is out.
Okay, if you just joined us, we are in Sit Down with Rheebongs right over here. Hella performance with you, my guy. But of course, please just tell the viewers who you are and where you come from.
From all the way from Delft South, man, Cape Town. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that you've moved around quite a lot before you settled in Cape Town. Can you just briefly explain why the moving around and why settling in Delft?
It's the family thing, man, you know, just
Okay.
growing up as a kid and family. Maybe your mom's getting a job somewhere else, so we have to move all the way, man.
Yeah, but
So,
I know that you have a big love for hip-hop.
For sure.
Please just tell me, when did your love and passion for hip-hop start?
For me, it all started back when I was still in high school, I think 2003. You know, just having ciphers at school,
Yeah.
you know, just in break time, beating up the desk, you know, just
Whoa.
beatboxing, just rapping, you know, so, you know what I mean? So it all started there for me, you know,
Yeah.
and yeah.
And then go from Opupuche Pai Klasini, ne? How did you know about this is definitely something that I want to do and I want to venture in?
For me, in 2006, I think I released my first demo, you know.
Yeah.
So I Cooper to the streets and Abandu Banganya very much, you
Yeah.
know. So I thought, okay, you know what, this is it for me, you know. Let me continue rapping and writing, going through sessions and stuff, you know. So
But
I took it very seriously.
do tell
Yeah.
us, you released an album in 2009, Gevaarlijk. Tell us about it, what motivated you. I know in your album and in your songs, you talk about your personal experiences. Just tell me what motivated you or what inspired you to release such an album.
You know, just going with sessions, you know, perform in different kind of sessions.
Yeah.
And people always want more.
Yeah.
You know, like, yo, I like this song. Where can I get it? And the song is not recorded, you know, so
Yeah.
you're like, man, come watch me next week, I'll perform it again, you
Yeah.
know. Until I thought, you know what, let me hit the studio and just record
Yeah.
so people can have what they're looking for, you know. So did 2 songs, they liked it, yo, when can you have maybe a whole project from you, you know.
Yeah.
So I went to the studio, recorded the album, you know, yeah. And just telling stories, you know, that's what they wanted to hear, you
Yeah.
know. So I have tracks like Papama, you know, just telling true stories, like
Yeah.
out called Ulwazi Ingengqini, you know. So they related to my music and just kept me going, knowing that there are people who love your music and supporting you.
Yeah.
From Pupuche to recording your own
Your
album.
own album.
Wow.
Pupuche. Now, you say that your music is about telling true stories. So what stories exactly are you talking about?
Like Abandu, you know, Abane Passion, you know, like I've in this new album I have a track called Broken Dreams.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about people who had dreams, like, you know, like soccer players,
Yeah.
and then they end up smoking drugs, and now they
Yeah.
can't play football anymore, you know, like someone who was a rapper and was involved in a car accident, and now
Yeah.
he can't go on stage anymore, and
Yeah.
you know, and yeah, stuff like that. So they have broken dreams, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
think that's
true
very
stories.
important, man.
Yeah, very important. But I know you are a part of an award-winning crew, DSO Delft South
True.
Regions, and it was formed in 2003, which gave birth to the M4M crew. Yeah, just tell us about that quickly.
With Nqobile and Noma Crestu right now, but we started as 5 members,
Yeah,
you know, and
some of us went different ways, like for law school, studied drama.
Yeah.
And we went to drama school, so we took a different path, and some of us took this path, you
Yeah.
know. But we're still together, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now speaking of drama, I know that you've landed a number of acting roles, Go Unborn and also in the Jazz
Yeah.
Fest. Can you please just explain that briefly?
Yeah. I think for me, it's all about the music that I do, you know. Like, someone would hear this kind of track and be like, you know what, I can use this for a drama piece,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
because it relates to what I'm doing
Yeah.
as a theater maker, you know. So for me, just my true stories, man, you know, they're going places, man. So yeah.
Multi-talented artist. I must say,
Multifaceted, I
commend
absolutely
you
love
for
what you're
that.
doing.
Please just quickly, if people want to find out where can they find you, or about your music, where can they find you on social media?
Rheebongs on Instagram, Rheebongs on Twitter. I'm Rheebongs on everything.
Yeah.
You know, just Rheebongs, no underscore, no nothing, just RHEEBONGS, Rheebongs. And I'm actually having a launch this
Yeah.
coming
Yes.
Sunday. So let's all meet there, 28th.
So the launch is happening this coming Sunday. Where? What time? Where?
28th in Delft, rent office, but it's now called Black Box Theater.
Okay.
So we are from 3 o'clock until 8 with them, and
Thank
40
you
bucks
so
will get
much.
you in.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming, and I know you're going to give us another stellar performance at the end of the
Of
show.
course.
Can't wait for that. So, Kuhle, but otherwise, guys, you have
I've
to
got to
take
explain
a
now.
quick music break. And
Come and lungisa yona.
Kanti
Now
yazi
we're going to the
ngoba-
ad break to lungisa TV neyasekhaya.
I've never felt like this. Never knew it could feel so good. Being so close to you and having you in my arms. I'm in awe of your beauty, both inside and out. Would I be wrong to know that all I want is you? I've never felt like this. I never knew it could feel so good. Being so close to you and having you in my arms. I'm in awe of your beauty, both inside and out. Would I be wrong to know that all I want is you? The first time I saw you, the first time I knew you were the one for me. Oh, baby. I knew all I wanted was to be with you, baby, baby, baby. The first time I saw you, the first time I knew you were the one for me. I knew all I wanted was to be with you, baby. All I know is that I wanna be with you. All I know is that I wanna be with you. All I know is that I wanna be with you. All I know is that I wanna be with you. When I look at you, I see my soulmate. I've never felt like this before in my entire life. Allow me to show you what true love really means. You are mine forever, and that will always be true. All I know is that I wanna be with you. All I know is that I wanna be with you. All I know is that I wanna be with you. All I know is that
Welcome back. As you all know that we like to keep things educated here on Mondays. And we know that education extends beyond the classroom. It's very important for us to be well learned and well versed about everything that's happening in our surroundings.
Yeah, so the Encounters Film Festival is set to rock us up yet again. The festival looks out to celebrate and showcase the works of local and international filmmakers who have found their niche in making documentaries.
Most definitely. And today on the Yellow Cultures, we are joined by a filmmaker, Lucy Witts, who's going to be chatting to us a little bit about her documentary that's going to premiere in the festival. Actually, Dragans Lier is about a real-life story, right? It's a real-life story about Lucy, who sits down with the man who sexually abused her from a young age. It sounds very heavy, so I'm very interested to hear what it's about.
Yeah, and I know over the years we have seen alarming numbers of boys and girls too who have been abused by people, by their caregivers, caretakers, and people actually that they trust. So it's a whole new program, different program.
It is
of course,
a different
Lucy Witts is here with us in studio. Welcome, and thank you so much for coming to tell her story. So just quickly tell us about your family background and where you grew up and the setup at home.
Well, it was a very average setup in the sense that it was mum, stepdad or dad, and myself. At the age of about 9, 10 years old, my sister Sophie came and lived with us. She was 13, and that's where Dragans Lier is all about. It starts from the age of 2 till the age of 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you please also explain to us, because we see that you were sexually abused by the man who was your mother's boyfriend. So when it first happened, did you know what was happening?
Well, that's actually a very interesting question because in my instance, I would never have put the word abuse with my experience at all. Obviously, as an adult looking back, I know it was abuse. But when it was actually happening and as a child, it started, as I said, when I was 2. So I was so young. It was normal. It was average life. And no, I never felt that there was anything wrong with what was happening at all. It was the most average in my world. It was normal.
You didn't know what was going on.
Absolutely not. That only came many years after The Secret had come out, actually.
And being sexually abused for so many years, during those years, did you ever, I mean, your mom never noticed anything. Did you ever blame your mom during those years?
At the time, no, because as I said, it wasn't, at the time, I didn't experience it as abuse. I would never have labeled it as an abusive situation. At the time, I didn't ever question my mother's knowledge about what was going on, whether she knew or whether she didn't. My questioning of that only really came about when I became a parent myself. And then, obviously, I was plagued with, did she know, didn't she know, which actually she didn't.
But how did you manage to keep it away from your mother for so long, and how did he managed to keep it away from your mother as well?
Well, it's a very intricate thing called grooming, and grooming is basically what pedophiles do, and they educate you, for want of a better word, the one being abused as well as all the other people in the home, as to how to go about things or how not to see. So he never had to say to me, don't tell anybody. The general gist of our lives was quite secretive in that you don't talk about what happens at home outside of the home. You know, and as I said, I never had any alarm bells. It was not a yes-no feeling or anything along those lines. It was what I was raised with. So it was the most natural thing.
But before the abuse, how was the relationship between you and your stepfather?
Before and during and after, well, not after, because obviously after I didn't see him again until I made the documentary, but before and during I had a fantastic relationship with him. In fact, that's actually the key, is that he was probably one of the people closest to me. You know, we had a fantastic relationship. He was my person. You know, he watched my school plays and he came to see me if I had sports and things like that. You know, so yeah, they make themselves very close to you.
But before we continue with the interview, I think it's time for us to check out the trailer of Dragans Lier. I'm so excited.
Please watch.
John Matham. Lines are always open on 021 446 0567.
8 minutes past 4. A very good afternoon from John Matham. It's been a difficult day. We've heard some quite extraordinary stories, some really disturbing stories, also some stories of profound hope, and we continue with our focus on rape. On line 2 for me at the moment is Lucy Witts. Hello, Lucy.
Hi, John.
Lucy, there's a mother at some point in your story. There's a biological sister that gets involved. So, just a couple of steps back. How did this happen? How did it unfold?
Well, John, Dragan Lier was my stepfather and raised me until the age of 12. When I was about 19 or so, I heard he was dead until a couple of years ago, and then I heard he was arrested for allegedly raping 4 girls under the age of 10. I had to speak to him. I wanted to know why and how it had happened. Also, had he loved me? Or was it just about sex? So I travelled to Swakopmund in Nqobile and saw him for the first time in 30 years.
I just wanted to reassure you that my love for you will never ever change. It doesn't matter whatever happens, which is still there. Though it's no longer sexual with me, but I love you as I love you as my child, still, and I always will.
That was Lucy Witts' documentary Dragans Lier, which premieres at the film festival, Encounters Film Festival, on the 4th of June. So back to the talking about the documentary. When you met your stepfather, how did you manage to move past what your stepfather did?
Well, for a start, I had 30 years in between the last time I saw him till when I saw him for the first time when I actually interviewed him.
Yeah.
I approached it as a filmmaker. I didn't approach it as a child seeing her dad. So I created an alter ego, and the alter ego's name was you. So when he was talking about, and I did this to you, and I did that to you, and you this, and you that, you was actually a 20-something-year-old Asian woman who he was referring to. It actually wasn't me.
Oh, wow.
So it helped me to emotionally detach.
Yeah.
And I was able to interview him as an interviewer, as a presenter, as opposed to him talking about me personally.
Because I would imagine seeing him after so many years would rehash so many feelings. So how do you have a relationship now with him?
No, my relationship with him ended when I was 12 and The Secret came out. I have had to deal with a lot of stuff. I've had to obviously get a lot of therapy and a lot of counseling, but that was my journey on myself. It didn't have anything to do with him.
Yeah.
I don't have a relationship with him now, and not good or bad, and that's my choice. And when I saw him, it was very pragmatic. It was a professional, for me. It was, you know, I think for him it was quite different, but for me it was in a professional basis.
So, like you said, you didn't talk to me as Lucy Witts, but as a not as a victim,
Correct, exactly. And obviously, what made it much easier is he was talking about this child. You know, he was talking about the child all the time. And it's not that I didn't associate with the child, of course I did, but I had spent a lot of time researching already by then, so, you know, it was easy for me to sort of detach, and it wasn't all about me, because it's not about me. It happens to, as you said, so many.
But of course, after the conversation you had with him, do you think you found the closure that you needed?
I think that I had found closure before I actually met him. Meeting him, I was lucky. I didn't know, I thought he was dead. So, you know, I honestly, you know, I sought closure on my own. I think that helped me interview him, because, you know, I think if it was an emotional wreck, I'm not sure I would have been able to do it. So, in a way, yes, it allowed me to put the little girl to bed, you know, but I think in a way I'd already done that.
Yeah.
So what advice would you, right now, looking back, what advice would you give your younger self or any other girl who's perhaps going through a similar situation?
Any form of sexual contact at a very young age or in your early teens is not okay. And I would absolutely say, even if it feels right, talk about it. Talk about it to somebody. Talk about it to a friend, a teacher. If you can't talk about it to teachers, talk about it even to your friends, you know. Talk to somebody about it.
Yeah.
Even if to you it feels like it's nice or it's a pleasant experience, you know, even if it's not a bad thing or you're not experiencing what people are saying you should experience, talk about it. Get it out there. And never ever be ashamed, and never, it's not your shame. Don't carry the shame.
Yeah. And I must say, talking to you and looking at you, you're so positive about it. And I know it's a very sad thing and a very traumatic experience. Can I just ask, what kept you going and what made you survive through all those years?
I think it's about the fact that it was a turning point when I was 16 where I realized I got to a T-junction and I could either carry it and I could be the victim, or I could be the sort of captain of my own ship.
Yeah.
And he does not drive me, and he does not drive my thoughts. He doesn't drive even my memories, so to speak. So I captain my ship, and I decide how I'm going to live every day. And every day I live by my choices, and I choose to live positively, and I choose to be a happy, positive person.
Yeah.
So is the Encounters Film Festival the only place that is going to be screening your documentary?
It's certainly the world premiere.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it in the film festival circuit for a year or so. I haven't had any response from any of the others yet, but I'm sure I will. And then after that, I don't want people to have to pay to watch it. I want it to be free to air. So it's I will immediately put it onto social media and onto YouTube, places like such, because I think the people who actually need to see it and who will want to see it are not comfortable to go and sit necessarily and watch it publicly. You know, obviously I want them to come to Encounters. Please come to Encounters. But but you know, the young teenage girls and boys who are coming to discover what has actually happened to them, they'd like to watch it more likely in privacy of their own space. And it's a very honest account. It's very truthful. It's very honest, and it speaks very much to people who have experienced, you know, similar experiences from any of the perspectives, be it the mother, the perpetrator, or the victim. You know.
And it's really inspiring that it says you don't have to be a victim all the time. You can withstand this whole thing and actually overpower the abuse. But I thank you so much for coming to the show. I commend you.
My pleasure.
I commend you for your strength. I am so full. I have nothing to say, but thank you so much for coming.
It's my absolute pleasure. Come and watch the film.
I will.
Yes, on the 4th of June.
4th of June, Encounters Festival.
That was Lucy Witts. Make sure you watch her documentary, Dragans Lier, on the 4th of June at the Encounters Film Festival. We have more right here on Ekse. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the show. You are still tuned in right here on Ekse 263 with myself, Kuhle Adams, and Nqobile Papu. Make sure to hit us up on our social medias. On Facebook, we are Ekse CTV, and on Twitter, Ekse Live. On the Yellow Couches right now, we are joined by Bulelani. Bulelani from the Young Community Shapers. Welcome to the show, Puti.
Thank you, sis.
Can you please tell us what the aim of this competition is about?
Okay, the aim of the Young Community Shapers, first of all, they started 10 years ago. And then their aim is to uplift and to look the young community leaders out there, especially in the rural areas. They're looking for those leaders there, the people that are working on community projects.
Yeah.
And what is the competition about?
The competition is about identifying the people that are doing difference in their community. And then after they've identified those people, they go on filming. They film the projects. I was once there also. They film my project and
So Putike, how do you enter the competition, and Nqobile about Interisha's competition?
So you're asking like the criteria.
The criteria to enter the competition, yes.
Yes, the criteria for the competition, you must be between the ages of 16 up to 26 years of age.
Yeah.
And then you must run a valid community project
Okay.
that is valid for a year at least. And then you must also be doing like AIDS programs, counseling, social upliftment,
Yeah.
skills transfer.
Yeah. Then how do people enter the competition? Where do you guys have a website or what?
When you want to enter the competition, we've got an email.
Yeah.
You send your essay there. You must write an essay of up to 300 words.
Yeah.
Then you motivate to your essay that I'm Bulelani, I'm running this project
Yeah.
at Site C Kailicha,
Yeah.
and the aim for me to enter the competition, I want to achieve this and that. And also you can visit Facebook page, Young Community Shapers. Also they've got website, www.youngcommunityshaper.com.
Okay.
Okay. I know my sister Abulele Adams also runs a community-based what's this project? Yes, Walker Child to School. So here's a project for you. So putting project. What kind of project are you doing?
Okay, my project, we assist learners from the ages of 6 to 16 years. My project have these services: homework club, reading clubs. We started soup kitchen this year. Soup kitchen, we have counseling, we have uniform initiative where we go to a certain school and look for the learners that are in need. Those learners that don't have uniform, we just identify them and then we provide the uniform for those learners. And then now the learning center is at Site C Kailicha. Fortunately, we got a sponsor from overseas, Kailicha Triathlon.
Wow.
They've paid for the place that we will run our project.
Oh, that's amazing.
So they're busy now with the construction.
That's absolutely amazing.
So i project ayike benefit kanjani community?
I project yam I community inceda ngolu hlobo kukho abantwana abasuka kumakhaya angathathi ntweni. Like those parents, they don't have places to let their learners to or their children to. So that's why I've decided to open this learning center, specifically at Site C Kailicha. And then it will help the learners also, like, to prevent them from going to crime scenes, prevent them from rape, also from any socio-economic issue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but just going back a little bit to the Young Community Shapers competition.
Yes.
So, abantu aba international competition, ba win and one.
If we enter the Young Community Shaper, we've got 3 prizes there. First one, that is number 1.
Yeah.
You win 60,000.
What?
Whoa.
60,000 for your project. Number 2, that is a runner-up, you win 30,000. And then the 7 remaining finalists will each go away with 10,000 rands.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So they select 1 person each province.
That's absolutely beautiful. Guys,
amazing.
get up and go do the things in your communities. Definitely, it's amazing. Budwamu, enkosi kakhulu for joining us. Unfortunately, Ixesha is against us. But please, where can we find you or find project Zakho on social media?
You can visit our website on qaqamba.com.
Okay.
www.qaqamba.com, or also you can visit our Facebook page, Qaqamba Learning Center. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us in studio today.
Buyile.
Guys, I'm excited.
But of course, you have more Ekse. Please don't watch out or miss out.
Yes.
Because we'll be back like Umqolo.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to it. This is Channel 263 on Ekse. Unfortunately, it's about that time where we close off the show. But before we do that, it's time for us to chat a little bit of what news has been making rounds.
Yes, so I'll go first.
Yes.
Okay, so several people marched to the Union building in Pretoria against the abuse of women and children. The demonstration is about the active involvement of men in the fight against the abuse of women. The march came in the wake of the recent murders against women and children across the country. Kolofelo Masha said, for a long time, men have been very quiet. You hear a lady screaming next door. You decide to sleep when you know there is a problem next door. If they shoot us, we'll shoot them, and if they fight us, we'll fight them. No man should beat a woman or rape a woman while you are watching. Organizers say it's also up to communities to become spaces where women can reach out to someone if they are being abused.
I'm all for that, man. It's time for us to all unite and actually work against what's been happening the past few weeks here in South Africa.
And actually, they say South Africa has the highest reported incidence of rape for women and children abuse.
Now, Zivas doesn't know, guys, it's not good news at all. But moving on, though, Western Cape Premier Helen Zille visited the Vukukanya primary school in Kuhle on Friday to meet with protesting residents in an attempt to allay tensions in the area. The protest came after plans for the construction of long-awaited community facilities were shelved in favor of upgrading an informal settlement on the site of planned community hall, library and satellite police station. City officials and members of the Department of Education were also present at the meeting. Zilla said she received a phone call last week informing her that the school was at risk of being burnt down. So much is happening here, man. Let us know what you guys think about all these news on our social media. As I said, on Facebook we are Ekse CTV, and on Twitter we are Ekse Live. Right now,
we have to close off the show. We have to say goodbye.
We have to say goodbye. But if you've just joined us for some reason at this time, make sure to catch the repeat tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. right here on 263.
But also a big thank you to all the guests who joined the show. Big thank you to Rheebongs. Big thank you to Lucy Witts and Bulelani for just being here with us in studio. Make sure you tune in tomorrow again.
Yes.
We'll be live 4 o'clock to 5 p.m.
Most definitely, though. Now it's time for us to hand over to Rheebongs to do what he's best known for.
Yes.
Man, take it away.
Rheebongs. A track to my favorite artist. Let's get it. After this track, they probably be mid-market, but come and get me in like I'm just riding part. This is straight talk pro and I've been thugging. Son booze and go prawns or green, you ain't seen nothing. Sometimes I sit and look at how messed up the scene is. Demanding this booze and wonder if you have seen this. Cause work is mostly get dance and reaches you here. Palalangoma. It reaches your ear, heads and tails, classic, and every drop was berserk. I fail to understand why they never gave you the props you deserve. Your rap name is Pro Ekasiba to Blindoms. Shy guy too, as if we shy pindoms. But I don't know for real on the mic, I'll kick on the floor. Kesar is back. It's being for sure. Forever your #1 fan, I cheeky and no. I said what I wanna say, so when no go pro. Everybody in this club, don't get jumper. If you're Mazulin, I'm keys and now a jumper. Bring your baba, cause we love them when they call me. Everybody in this place, don't get jumper. If you're Mazulin, I'm keys and now a jumper. Bring your baba, cause we love them when they call me. A rapper called my name on the beef track, I was okay though. It's equivalent to what you had going on with Kato. That's when it hit me like, what would Pro do? Still like a t-shirt to me, I give you the whole truth. Might see me on Twitter, followed your whole career. When I pumped your tracks, Sunday, hope kayi. Unga pelu moya, cleanse my soul, oh yeah. What I'm trying to say is to inspire me, Pro, for real. The way you repel your mic in is shoo rather. The way you tune a lumpatina, do to others. Sage what comedy said you blew to brother. And me, I'm just a rapper that you soon to cover. When you came up, what change you seen it, they know. Not the last name, I'm feeling low pro. Forever your #1 fan, I cheeky and no. I said what I wanna say, so when you teaching or pro. Everybody in this place, look at chomper. If you're Mazulin, I'm kids and now a chomper. Down on them, now you're blind, bring your baba, cause you love them when they call me. Everybody in this place, look at chomper. If you're Mazulin, I'm kids and now a chomper. Down on them, now you're blind, bring your baba, cause you love them when they call me. And in the longer reply, I'm just spilling my heart, bro. I heard a friend saying, I grand if we shy you back too. Regardless, Funanje Wazi, I got you. Jango, my bab is about you. Only now I feel I'm on the spectacular rapping. One day I'm be proud, get vernacular passion. Because of you, now my raps are so stable. And this fucking say sign, I run my own label. I know I'm blessed in God's grace I lace. To me, writing these bars is the pace I chase. My race is Pansako, I embrace always. If we do meet, I'll tell you this face to face. Now we are Kabonaka, Lubuye, Spirika law. Can't make you to understand, don't mind the city pro. Forever your number one fan, I cheeky, you know. I said what I wanna say, so when you cheating or pro. Everybody in this place, don't get chomper. If you're masculine, I'm kissing, now a chomper. Come on, don't find a plan, bring your baba, naba. Cause love women, they call me, Everybody in this place, don't get chomper. If you're masculine, I'm kissing, now a chomper. Come on, don't find a plan, bring your baba, naba. Cause we love women, they call me, Everybody in this place, don't get chomper. If you're masculine, I'm kissing, now a chomper. Come on, don't find a plan, bring your baba, naba. Cause we love women, they call me, Everybody in this place, don't get chomper. If you're masculine, I'm kissing, now a chomper. Come on, don't find a plan, bring your baba, naba. Cause we love women, they call me, Little Keys. Rheebongs, Logish is out. 28th May, Dev Black Box Theater. See you guys there. Logish album. TSO forever.